Well, here beyond the boundary on Women's Crick Zone, we have Laura Wolvaardt, who's been, well, driving the tournament insane, you could say. How excited are you, first of all, to be looking at a semi-final here at the SCG?
No, we're very excited. I think this is what we set out to do as a team, and to play at the Sydney Cricket Ground makes it just that much better.
Yeah. You've played here before, of course, for the Brisbane Heat in the Big Bash. Does that give you a bit of an advantage, do you think, in going out there?
Well, I guess a lot of our girls have been involved in the Big Bash for quite a while now already. I only played one game here, but some of our girls have been based in Sydney, like our skipper, Danae van Niekerk. So I'm sure I'll get a lot of advice from her going into the game.
What are your thoughts on having to cope with pressure under the gaze of all these fans as well? Because we have seen some not great fielding during this tournament, and now you're going to have to do it under lights, probably in front of a lot more people. How do you keep a handle on that?
Well, I guess that's kind of the biggest challenge of this tournament. Whoever keeps their cool will probably come out on top. So I think, we know the skill is there. It'll just be about the mental side and the big pressure situations and how we deal with that. So it's something that we've spoken about a lot, and hopefully we can keep it all calm tomorrow.
Yeah, you had an amazing innings in your last game where your driving in particular was absolutely outstanding. Who has been really influential on your batting?
Well, I have a coach back at home, Laurie Ward. I've gone to him since I was like 5 years old, and we've really focused on that technique and getting a good base. And the T20 cricket hasn't really come naturally to me, but we keep believing that if the base is good and the technique is good, then I can keep building from there.
Why do you think that it's, or what have you had to do to really transform yourself from more of an ODI player to a T20 player?
Well, I guess I'm not a traditional big hitter. I can't hit the ball 1,000 miles like Lizelle Lee does. So it's just been about figuring out my own game plan and how I want to go about it, and not trying to bat like Lizelle, and just be okay with being me and playing my drives. And so it's been a process, but I think it's coming right at the right time.
Yeah, I don't want you to change your drives for anyone. That's fine. You stay with that. Now, you also one of those annoying people who I think just really good at a lot of things. So you're incredibly smart. You got into medicine, but you've put off your medical studies for a while. Is that right? Can you tell us about that?
Yes. I was in a limbo stage for quite a while because I'd gotten into medicine straight out of high school, and they gave me kind of a 2-year hold period where they kept my spot for me in the program, which was very cool. Stellenbosch University back at home. But understandably, they can only keep it for so long, and then they got to give it to someone else. So I had to turn that down earlier this year. It was quite a tough decision, but I'm glad because now we're here at the semi-finals, so it all worked out well.
But is that something you'd like to return to? Are we still going to see Dr. Wolvaardt at some point?
Yeah, I hope so. It's definitely still a big dream of mine, and hopefully one day I can complete that. Might be a bit older than the rest of the students, but it's definitely something I want to achieve still.
Yeah, you getting older is really annoying for one reason. I'll tell you why, because you're not a teenager anymore. And I don't know if you know that a lot of us called you the Teen Wolverine on social media. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the best nickname, and we can't do that anymore. Now, not only are you smart, not only are you good at cricket obs, you are actually a good singer. And I know this because I happened in my research to discover a YouTube clip. Go and check it out. You've got an amazing voice. What's the singing business about?
Thanks for that. The video is a little bit embarrassing. I was in grade 9 at the time, still very little, and it's not my best acting work. As you can see, I'm not a good actress. But I just enjoyed playing guitar back at home, singing a little bit, and I was in a very nice school back in South Africa, and they had a recording studio at Parklands College, and one day they decided to record my song and make a video for it, so it's still on YouTube.
It is, and it's amazing. It's basically you walking through a classroom looking deep and meaningfully at a lot of people.
Yeah, it's my acting.
It's good. Is there anything you're not good at then, or is it just acting?
I can't dance at all. Don't ask me to. You won't find me on a dance floor anywhere.
Oh God, that's actually really good to know.
I'm horrible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That is so good to know, because I hate it when people are just good at everything and put us all to shame. It's just not good enough. Now, obviously, Australia, a big opponent that don't have Elise Perry in this semi-final. Is that something that is a little bit of a relief, or does it not change too much?
Well, I don't think it changes too much. I think if you look at the depth that the Australian side has, I don't think they are worried about it too much, so neither should we. But we'll still prepare for it the same way, and
the idea, would you be okay with going through to the final without having to play if it happens to be a washout, or do you really want to get out and show that you deserve to be there?
Well, I think obviously deserving to be there would be the better way to go. We're all really keen to get a good game of cricket in, but if we're in the final, we're in the final.
That's what I'd be like. Yeah, rain as much as you like. It's brilliant. You've really set this tournament alive. It's been lovely to watch you bat. We hope we get to see you play in the semi-final and play well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm going to make everyone look at that YouTube clip.
All right, fine.